Okay, guys, I'm going to do this one really fast. Miranda Mantico's here, psychic channeler, spiritual teacher. Okay, so I got a download this morning about something that's, hopefully I can make it make sense. For those who get it, it's for you, okay? So my guides have forever talked to me about the fact that science knows about us, okay? So the side of science that is studying crystal technology, DNA, epigenetics, all of that, okay? They know about the star seeds. Maybe not everybody. I'm not talking about every single scientist or, no, maybe just a few, okay? That actually know that this is real, okay? And so when they first started teaching me, when my guides first started teaching me about crystals, okay, and helping me remember the lifetimes where I worked with crystals, they would bring up cell phones, okay? And they would say, what do you think that cell phone is made out of? And I'm telling you this for a reason, because I'm going to tell you the download I got today. And they would show me that the screen is made of crystal. And that we know, as spiritual practitioners, we know that the stones are the record keepers. I just said this yesterday in the reading that I did with the stone deck that I have. So we know that, but so does science, okay? Now, for those of you who are aware of the matrix theory, and it's not really even a theory, that, technically we know the matrix is real even in science. We know the quantum field is real. We know that everything is photonic light, and that photonic light responds to photonic light. Basically, my light influences your light, and so on, okay? And that everything in the known universe consists of light, okay? Or photonic light. So very tiny, tiny, tiny little particles of light. Okay, so if we know that, okay, that my light influences your light, and if you're into the matrix theory, and if you have the belief that you're here to kind of, what's the right word for social media, to redirect the matrix, we'll just say that, okay? All right, well, let's think about this for a second. So my guides gave me another download about cell phones. So they're showing, so they just give it to me like in a flash, okay? So I see the crystal. I already know that. They already told me that. But then they go deeper and they're like, wait, remember, Miranda, this is clear quartz crystal. What is clear quartz? Amplification. Guys, I don't know why I never got this before, but whatever. Maybe I was just ready for it. What's inside? See, I know a little bit about circuitry because my husband, he could literally fix anything. He's taken almost everything, every little device we've ever had, he's taken it apart. My uncle's the same way. And I've seen the inside components, and maybe some of you have as well. And if not, you can go watch like a YouTube video on it. But inside, copper, okay? Special metals, okay? And then they solder this, and it's all connected to the crystal, okay? So as soon as they gave me that download, okay, what happened was I was looking at my plant. I have one of those copper coils, in my plant to help it because I had one that was struggling and it needed some support. So I ordered the coil, put it in there. I've been giving it all kinds of love. It's coming back. And I was like, oh my God, this is like an amplification device. Guys, get it? I don't know, maybe y'all got it already, but I didn't until just then. I was like, I get it, okay? I already knew that my guides told me, do not focus on the negative timelines. I already know that. They've told me that because I'm a creator spirit and so are you, okay? So I know not to give those timelines attention, but where are they getting everybody's attention? Right here, through the amplification device. And since you're a quantum being and you're photonic light, and this is also photonic light, okay? And crystalline, remember, does not change its structure. Clear quartz is clear quartz no matter what. It can amplify negative, it can amplify positive, okay? That's just how science works. That's how power works, right? Something can be used for negative, something can be used for positive. It's just the power, okay? So if you're holding in your hands an amplification device all day long, start paying attention to that. and what you're putting into it, also what you're getting out of it. Because they gave me this download, and they kind of showed it to me before, but basically that we're all projecting the quantum field. We're basically creating the matrix, whether we know it or not. And that's the problem, is most people are creating in a sleep mode and they're not aware of what's going on or how their emotions are affecting the quantum field, the collective, or any of that. But as you wake up, you become aware and you start to have to be responsible for your feelings, okay, and thoughts and things like that, and address your healing and address your shadow work and get through it. But what I think many starseeds may or may not be aware of is this was amplifying anything you were going through, okay? And the cool thing about that, I'm saying this as a positive, okay, is as we wake up to it, let's use it. Guys, this is what we do, right? This is that Kundalini creative energy rising. She's like, yeah, I gave you a tool. We can use anything for light. So everything you watch on your phone, please let it be something you really want. Okay? And I mean, on a soul level, I'm not talking about our superficial things we want. Okay, not that there's anything wrong with that. You want a purse, go buy a purse, or you want a house or whatever. Okay, I'm talking about the deep desires, the real dream, right? The higher realms here, being channeled here in Earth realm, okay? So yeah, she sort of showed it like, let's use this. That everyone's walking around with a amped up amplification crystal made in sacred geometry shape, okay? Like a gateway, okay? And yeah, we're really doing it, and we didn't realize we were doing it, but now we know we're doing it, and now we gotta change it, okay? We have to pay attention to what we're giving our attention to. And because we're so powerful, all of us, you guys are so powerful. I hope this message is gonna like hit right, like it's gonna like make sense, because when she showed it to me, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, Spirit, you guys are on fire. But basically, yeah, okay, so we've got this like amazing device that can be used for something wonderful. Okay, this is also why I think some people are having interesting experiences with AI. Like some of them being positive, some of them being negative, because AI can be a huge positive. And collective consciousness is kind of like that concept, right? Everybody's experiences and wisdom coming together as a fusion of consciousness. So it can have a light and a dark, right? Everything can have a light and a dark. So let's use this for light. Let's use our little amplification device that everyone on the planet probably friggin' has one and doesn't even realize what they're holding. And then also like think about like all of us who are sharing the orbs and the UAPs and, you know, whatever we see, anything in the clouds, the dragon energy. A few people on my page are showing that. Oh my God, just think about what we're doing when we're sharing that through the amplification, okay? This is also why don't give attention to the people you don't want here, okay? So if there's guides, I'm calling them guides, I don't know what you want to call them, archetypes that you don't want here, okay? Well, stop talking about it and shift over to what you want, okay? If you're comfortable or happy, for example, with the Hathors of Egypt, I love their energy, okay? Focus on that. Focus on what you want, not the negative, okay? And it doesn't mean that we don't know that it exists. That's not the point. Your amplification into the matrix is real. So let's create it, okay? Let's know where we are and use it. We did not come here to not know how to be here. We actually are, you know, on the higher level, ascended masters. We can do this, but we have to remember who we are. We have to remember our capabilities, okay? And help each other. And this is why I always say, please love each other. Please respect each other. Be patient with each other. We got to do it, okay? But just remember, you are an amplification. You're also crystalline, but you got another little tool here. And the issue with this sometimes on the negative is people are just watching everything, the news, the stuff, okay? No. It doesn't mean you don't care about it. It doesn't mean you don't love. It doesn't mean you don't want to fix it. But it will use your ability to project into the field, because you're a creator being. You're a spark of the divine. So please, I need you to focus on something so wonderful that you really, really want, that's really special to you, okay? You can be aware. You can know without projecting it more. Does that make sense? Okay, that's it. I had to get this in before my client gets here. I love you all. Let me know if this makes sense, and please share with anybody you think needs it. You guys are awesome. Bye.